So I was thinking of ridiculous things to do in this fantastic game, but when I was thinking of things, I could only think of really dumb things, like bringing Zelda a really, really obnoxiously huge item. And in terms of items, I only thought of one thing. And boy, oh boy, was that a little hard. Not hard, just, you know, it was it was just time consuming. Unfortunately, the entire shape was really I didn't want to deal with it, so I just took it apart, and I'm bringing the head, only the head. Bringing the head out, and that's all I took on my little journey to bring Zelda this archaeological discovery. My first challenge was to somehow traverse the Gerudo Desert with this giant skull. Unfortunately, my brain really just doesn't function in a decent capacity as other brains, so this took me quite a while, probably. I don't want to get into time frames, but at least an hour. At least an hour was gone into prep work for creating this vehicle. But after that, it was pretty much smooth sailing. My next issue really came by from the terrain issues that come from the Gerudo Canyon. Now, as you may know, no real sane person would try to drive through the canyon. They'd rather just climb over it. I unfortunately wanted to drive through it. There were a lot of issues that came from this, mostly the fact that my vehicle would fall apart because of physics that involved the structure of my vehicle. But eventually I did power through, and I managed to catch some fish along the way. So things weren't all that bad. At one point, I saw a shrine and wondered if I could introduce the first king and queen of Hyrule, this new sacred object that I found. Unfortunately, it's not allowed. But I did along the way find a friend to show to Zelda, because I know she hasn't seen one of these little devils before, and I thought, wowee, I need a companion for this journey. And so I decided that a companion he would be. And then after this, the race was on. We were on our way, fast tracking our way to Zelda with a cool object to show her and a friend in tow. Nothing was gonna get in my way. My next challenge, unfortunately, was somehow getting this sweet, cool thing onto the Great Plateau, because that was the best site to catch a whiff of Zelda. And unfortunately, we did lose our friend in this process because I actually forgot about him. But that was okay, we still had the main object we really needed. And now, the fruits of our labor. We had finally done it. We have brought Zelda the gift that keeps on giving, the skull of an extinct species. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can she appreciate this if she doesn't remember who she is? Now, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but that's not Zelda. But it looks just like her, and that's the best we can do. So, you know what? I call that a win. I'll take a couple pictures here and there, you know, put it on the old mural, and then we call it a day.